Hi, I'm Audree Bicknell, and today I will be talking about the surviving twin. There was a purebred Egyptian Arabian mare that was brought to the Durbala Equine Clinic in Egypt for breeding. The mare was naturally bred once on the day of arrival and was found to be pregnant from such mating. This mare did not receive any ovulatory drugs or synthetic hormones at this time. The mare was then checked by ultrasound on days 15, 30, and 45, and was then sent home on day 45 with the all clear to finish gestation at home. The owner called at 9 months of pregnancy to report a miscarriage of a fetus. Upon further investigation, the fetus was observed to be measuring at only 5 months gestation. The mare and aborted fetus were then taken back to the clinic in Egypt for further testing. Unfortunately, the placenta had been contaminated and was unable to be tested. The aborted fetus showed no signs of disease or abnormalities. It was determined that the small-sized fetus was due to limited space and is not an uncommon phenomenon in equine twins. An ultrasound then found a viable fetus still in the mare's uterus and was estimated to be measuring at 9 months of gestation. The mare was then treated and re-examined a month later. The foal was born alive at 334 days gestation, and there were no abnormalities or signs of disease on the surviving foal as well. The placenta was also unfortunately disposed of before any further testing could occur. However, there were hair samples from both the fetus, the mare, and the stallion that were sent for further DNA testing, and the results came back to show that both fetuses were the offspring from the mare and the stallion from the breeding that occurred at the clinic. Twins in horses is unwanted and is usually aborted upon finding, although it is not uncommon for the horse to abort one fetus naturally, like presented in this case. However, it's usually done prior to fixation or in super early gestation. There have been no reports of such events before the report of this case for the abortion in such late gestation and with the survival of another foal in continued gestation. In the ultrasounds performed at day 15, 30, and 45, there were no evidence of twins. It is just assumed that the twins were missed on the ultrasounds, and one of them might be closer higher up in the uterine horns. There were, however, 2 corpus luteums observed, one on each ovary, at ovulation. This could explain a dizygotic twin scenario. Dizygotic twins occur when the mare ovulates from each ovary in one cycle, and then they are both fertilized. There are some other theories about this case. There have been recent studies done on delayed embryonic growth or delayed fertilization. This can happen due to tubal retention of the early embryo, sperm longevity, or diapause. Embryonic diapause has been reported in over 100 mammals, but it is usually seen in animals that use this tactic as an evolutionary strategy to ensure that the offspring are born at optimal times of survival. It is also possible that the second embryo was delayed in the oviduct and therefore reached the uterus at a later time. However, this is unlikely since there was another embryo already in development in the uterus. The same scenario has been reported in humans, where one twin was aborted and the other was carried to term. However, the placentas in a mare and a human are different and therefore would not explain this case. In previous reports of similar cases, the aborted fetus was mummified, which was not the case for this at all. There are many unknowns in this case due to many factors, including that the placenta from both fetuses was unable to be tested, and there have been no other cases with the same condition as the aborted fetus. This case is unique, where a mare aborted a fetus at 9 months and then foaled a surviving twin later at 11 months. Both the mare and the foal are doing great, and there are no signs of any disease or abnormalities for either one of them. Thank you.